Hello everybody, good morning to all of you. In this video, I am going to discuss with you about this topic, how to deal with unemployment. Like every human being, I have been through some unemployment phases and I have coped up with unemployment in my own way. And that I am going to share with all of you because in LinkedIn, I see a lot of people writing posts that they're unemployed, they are looking for a job, they are having some personal problems, etc., etc. So I decided to make a video to tell within my capacity how to deal with unemployment. Okay. First and foremost thing you need to do is understand that unemployment phase is definitely a tough phase of life. Accept it. Okay, there are no sugarcoating way about it. There's no way to sugarcoat this. Unemployment phase is definitely a tough phase. So you have to accept that the coming phase of unemployment is going to be tough. You have to accept it. The sudden lack of steady cash flow, the social stigma, the lack of respect in the society are inevitable. Lack of respect within the society, lack of respect within the family, these things are inevitable. So you please understand and make your heart strong, make your mind strong that these things are inevitable during the unemployment phase. But having said that, just remember it is just a phase. Unemployment is not a sin, not a crime. It is just a small phase of life. And this phase will definitely end. Remember this much. Unemployment phase will definitely end. If not tomorrow, if not day after tomorrow, if not next month, you will definitely get a good job. So till then you have to survive this unemployment phase. Okay, and again I reiterate, unemployment is not a crime nor a sin. Okay, so be clear about it. Next advice I would like to give is use this phase to introspect. Use this phase of unemployment to thoroughly introspect yourself. Clearly, impartially, try to understand the mistakes that led to your unemployment. Because all said and done, you are also a human being, I am also a human being, and we all make mistakes. But we have to clearly introspect ourselves and understand the mistakes that led to our unemployment. Perhaps you are not working hard enough. Maybe there was something wrong with the magnitude of effort you put towards your job. Perhaps you are not proactive enough. Maybe you are the kind of person who was always waiting for others to tell you instead of being proactive, instead of taking the initiative to do things yourself. Maybe you are always the kind of person to wait for somebody's instructions. You are not self-motivated, self-driven. Perhaps your actions were not aligned to company goals. Maybe you are working hard enough, but perhaps you are climbing on the ladder which is leaning on the wrong wall. Maybe your efforts are going in the wrong direction. Maybe your efforts were not aligned to the company goals. Maybe you hurt some senior's ego. Well, it happens. Sometimes just to protect our ego, we say something or we do something that might hurt our senior's ego. Even that might lead to unemployment. Perhaps you could not prove your worth equivalent to salary you are drawing. Maybe you are very well paid, very highly paid, but the output you are giving was not perfectly in line with the salary you are taking. Maybe your senior management felt that the output you are giving was not worthy of the salary you are drawing. So all these things you need to introspect very thoroughly. Perhaps you could not cope up with the office politics. Well, office politics are inevitable. Office politics are inevitable. So maybe you need to understand some dunyadari. Maybe you need to understand some worldly wise behaviors. Always use this phase to introspect. Perhaps you are in the wrong group of friends. Perhaps you are in the group of friends who are always dilly-dallying about their work. You are in the wrong group of friends who are always having a lackluster attitude towards the work, etc., etc. But having said that, the point is you must introspect yourself very thoroughly. Clearly introspect yourself. Use this phase to introspect. मैंने क्या गलती की? What wrong have I done? Is there anything from my side which I can correct? Ask this question yourself and answer this question as impartially as possible, as objectively as possible. And be true and honest with yourself. This is important. Be true and honest with yourself. And next advice I would like to give is use this phase to become mentally stronger. Make a firm decision that you will use all the bad experience of this phase to harden yourself mentally. So make yourself like a hardened steel. Make yourself like a reinforced steel. So become so hard, so tough that nothing can hurt you. Use this phase to toughen up yourself, to mentally strengthen up yourself. This is one of the this phase gives you an opportunity to really make yourself strong, to make yourself tough, to make yourself immune to all hurts or all negative experiences. Okay, during unemployment, lot of bad experiences may come. Sometimes friends may mock you, relatives may degrade you, even your wife and kids may show indifference towards you. Sometimes even your wife and kids may show a bit of negative attitude towards you. So all these things, all these experiences, learn to utilize them to mentally become strong. So this is a very good opportunity. Unemployment is a very good opportunity to become mentally strong. And one thing you can do, always do, is discuss honestly with your family and clearly explain the situation. And use this time to bond with family members. Clearly explain to your family that you have lost a job, and some coming months till you get a job, some coming weeks or some coming months till you get a job, we have to cut down some expenditures. Maybe every week you go out for a lunch or dinner. Maybe that you have to cut down. Maybe every week you order some Domino's or Pizza Hut pizza to your home. Maybe that you have to cut down. But use this opportunity to discuss with family members. Clearly explain to your family members that because you don't have a job, we need to cut down some expenditures. Some things we have to cut down. And use this time to bond with your family members. Because when all the family members unite to go through the same tough phase, there will be a unique bond formed between the family members. This is something which I am telling you out of my own experience. If your children are grown up like teenagers or something, they will definitely understand. Even if your children are kids, try to make them understand. They may or they may not understand, but at least put effort from your side to make them understand that the coming time is not going to be so easy as it was till now. Clearly explain to your son or daughter that, my dear son or daughter, I have a job till now. I had a job till now, but now I don't have a job, so we are not going to have a regular income. So some things we need to cut down. Okay, so use this time to bond with your family members. Use this time to enhance your understanding within each of you. And trust me, if you utilize this time to properly understand your family, this will yield wonderful results. I'm telling this out of my own experience. And one advice I would like to give all of you, one very strong advice, and I can't emphasize in words the importance of this particular advice. Use this phase to develop book reading habit. I'm sure everybody knows that book reading habit is a wonderful habit. You must have heard about sayings like leaders are readers. And believe me, leaders are indeed readers. Good book readers always reach big heights in their life. Because reading good books, it gives you insights, perspectives, wisdom, encouragement, various points of views. The best thing I did during my 8 months of unemployment was to read several great books. And I must say that each book was a gem in itself. Each book was a classic in itself. And each book successfully gave me some new wisdom, some new lesson in life. I strongly believe that life is too short to make all the mistakes ourselves. Sometimes we have to learn from others' mistakes also. And authors of these books, they clearly mention their mistakes and try to impart their wisdom to others. And it's our responsibility to absorb that wisdom to the best possible level. During my 8 months of unemployment, I read several great books, and I have mentioned all the books here. Inner Engineering by Sadhguru, Call to the Nation by Swami Vivekananda, Awaken the Giant Within by Anthony Robbins, Stealing Fire by Stephen Kotler, Rise of Superman, Stephen Kotler, Principles by Ray Dalio, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. This is a very popular book. Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz. This is a classic. Wings of Fire by APJ Abdul Kalam. The Power of Positive Thinking. This book was written way back in some 1930s. Even today it's a bestseller. Experts Secrets by Russell Brunson. Start with Why by Simon Sinek. Simon Sinek is a very popular YouTube speaker. Fountainhead by Ayn Rand, Atlas Shrugged by Ayn Rand, 10x Rule by Grant Cardone. This is one book which really influenced me very positively. Jonathan Livingstone Seagull by Richard Bach. This is also a classic. Secrets of Self-Made Millionaires by Brian Tracy. Grit by Angela Duckworth. This is a wonderful book. I recommend all of you to read this book. Mindset by Carol Dweck. This book very much emphasizes the importance of a positive mindset, a learning mindset. Deep Work by Cal Newport. Now this is again a wonderful book. This has really helped me a lot to improve myself at a professional level. An excellent book. And last but not the least, Bhagavad Gita by Lord Krishna. This is also one book which I read several times during my unemployment phase. Okay, so every book gave me some important insight or perspective. Instead of sitting idle and seeping into depression, trying to absorb as much knowledge as possible by reading the various books. This is one strong advice I give you. And now I'll just touch upon how to look for a new job. There are three important websites which I would recommend. One is Naukri.com, second is Indeed.com, and third is LinkedIn.com. Now, how to search job in Naukri? Every day update your profile, because the people who search, the consultancy people who search for the job, they always give importance to the latest updated profile. So always update your profile on daily basis. Maybe you can just delete and upload your resume. Every day just delete and upload the same resume. By doing so, the consultancy people who are searching for somebody of your skill set, they will always see your profile as one of the top profiles, because it is regularly updated and latest updated. Okay, and this is the same advice I give to Indeed.com also. Okay, and of course you have to search your job by using the relevant keywords in Naukri, Indeed.com. You have to upload your keywords and always search. This is something which I know need to tell you, but keep your search proactive. Keep your search as much as thorough as possible. Now LinkedIn.com. Now this requires a special mention. The first and foremost advice I like to give you is never beg for jobs citing your personal problems, because in LinkedIn I have seen many people citing their personal problems or mentioning their personal problems as a reason and begging for a job. I am having that much problem, I am having this problem, my father is sick, my mother is having this problem, please give me some money. I have even seen people who give their GPay number and say please send some money, I don't have any money. So these kind of personal problems I strongly recommend don't use in LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is not a forum for sharing your personal problems. Always try to advertise your skill sets in LinkedIn post. In LinkedIn post, always advertise your skill set. And be honest. There's nothing wrong in saying that you have been laid off or you lost your job. For example, when I lost a job during my coronavirus, I openly said that because of coronavirus, some projects in the company got cancelled, and because of that, I got laid off, or because of that, I got unemployed. There's nothing wrong with it. We are not doing any crime. We are just being honest that we lost the job due to such and such a reason. Whether due to coronavirus or because of cost cutting or because of mass layoff, whatever the reason may be, just be open and say in LinkedIn that you lost job because of such and such a reason and you are looking for a job. And during the unemployment phase, I strongly recommend develop as many contacts as possible, and contact as many as possible personally through LinkedIn messaging. Through LinkedIn messaging, contact everybody personally, saying that you are looking for a job. And of course, search and apply for jobs posted in LinkedIn. For example, I have just added a small screenshot. I think this particular interface is very familiar with you. Anybody who uses LinkedIn regularly, I'm sure you must have seen this. So here you can search jobs by date posted or experience level or company or job type, whether it is on-site or remote or easy apply. So I strongly recommend you always apply to the jobs which are posted latest. For example, here in just a minute, I will highlight here. Here this date posted, you always apply the jobs which are applied which are posted within just 1 week, because usually if you are applying for jobs which are posted some 1 month before or 2 months before, the chances of you are getting noticed is very feeble. But if you want, you can apply, but To enhance your probability of getting noticed, I strongly recommend you apply for jobs which are posted as recently as possible. And now I'll share with you a template for post in LinkedIn. Whenever you post in LinkedIn, just apply in this template. At least this is a template which I have used and it has worked for me very well. So you please mention, hello my dear LinkedIn connections. I am BTech MTech from such and such a college. My skill set includes A, B, C. For example, in my case, it was engine testing, engine design, homologation, component testing, localization. So I clearly explained my various skill sets. Okay, and clearly explain that I got laid off from my previous company due to such and such a reasons, whether it is coronavirus or whether it is cost cutting or mass layoff or whatever. And I clearly explain I am looking for junior senior roles in XYZ companies. And if you are having any city preferences that you want to work only in Bangalore or Pune or Hyderabad, that also you can mention. But just write your post in such a manner that everybody understands what exactly your skill set is and exactly understand what exactly kind of role you are looking for. Okay, and again I reiterate, please don't mention your personal problems. And keep posting the above till you get a job. Okay, till you get a job, keep repeating this post again and again. Okay, for example, I posted it during my phase of unemployment of 8 months. I must have posted such a post some 10-15 times. It is only after I posted several times that I got noticed by one company and they offered me a small part-time job. And of course, after that part-time job, again I got a full-time job. Well, life became normal afterwards. But the point is, never feel shy or ashamed to say to reveal to anybody that you are unemployed. Okay. All right, so this is the kind of advice I like to give all of you, and I hope my advice has helped somebody who's going through the phase of unemployment. Now, because I'm uploading this video in my YouTube channel, if you like the video, please like, subscribe my channel, press the bell button for further notifications and further informative videos. Well, after I moved to Germany, I have uploaded several videos, and if you find my videos to your liking, please like, and also if you subscribe the channel, it will be good for both of us, because if I upload further videos, you will automatically get notified. Okay, so thank you once again. So, and as always, God be with you. Bye bye and all the best.